I'm a gay and a klepto. And
He's a gay klepto.
Is there a subgenre for dating for that?
Gay men who love to steal. Will, haven't seen you in days.
It feels like it's been a while. And when I Slack you, you don't respond.
Yeah.
But then I have to send them to our Victorian child.
You had a crazy weekend.
Yes, my sister got engaged. I'm really, really happy for her. Funny enough, I referenced her getting engaged a while ago when we did our test pilot. Currently living with my sister.
Yeah.
But my sister is probably getting engaged. And she doesn't know.
What? He just casually dropped that
Casually.
his sister was getting engaged. And we were like, wait, that's like a huge secret.
It was like a run-on sentence from having to move. And I was
Right.
like, my sister's the worst. She's fallen in love and making it my problem that she had to move out.
Did she say yes?
She said yes.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Could you imagine if she said no?
Yeah, she'd have no apartment.
And no boyfriend.
No boyfriend. Well, and she got engaged in this Shakespeare Garden in Central Park.
Cute.
Gorgeous. And there was a massive dead rat close by. Hopefully it wasn't an omen.
Actually, I hate rats.
I know.
Especially in open toe shoe season in New York City. I hate rats. We're definitely in the age where a lot of people are getting engaged.
Yeah. Oh my God,
and
yeah.
I feel like the hardest part that no one talks about is like lying to your friends.
Yeah.
It's really uncomfortable. I
Well,
don't like it.
It makes you feel like you're betraying them or hiding a secret from them.
It's
doesn't-
not like fun surprise party
No,
vibes. It's
no,
like
no.
really stressful because you're also trying to be like a good friend and help the groom out.
How do you feel about maybe you're going to get engaged? No?
What?
Oh.
I'm not getting engaged. So no, I'm definitely not getting engaged. I'm going to Greece in a few weeks, and
Ooh,
everyone keeps
engagement?
being like, "You're getting engaged." I'm not. My boyfriend, he knows better than to just
Pick a
Yahtzee the ring.
Yeah, for sure.
But I did do something crazy.
Please share with us.
There's this wedding venue I really like there. I booked an appointment to go look
Jesus
at it.
Christ. Other important things going on.
Yeah, hello. It's my birthday. It's my real birthday today.
I'm sorry. I do have to go to the bathroom. I've
Right
been holding
now?
it. I have to poop.
Right
I
now?
have to poop.
Are you being real?
I'm being dead ass. Hold on. Sorry.
I just want to say that we were in a meeting earlier and it was just me and Will alone in a room and he farted alone in the room with me. And that is crazy behavior for work. In fact, an HR violation if you ask me. What's happening? I'm like, oh,
Happy birthday.
oh, Will.
Happy birthday to you.
That's so good.
Here you are. These
Thank
are
you.
vegan-free, gluten-free, dairy-free.
No way.
Swear to God.
That's so sweet. Oh my God. There's like a million. Wait, am I getting engaged right now?
Sorry. Oh, wait.
For our audio listeners, Will allegedly had to poop, but I guess not, unless these are poop cakes. And then he brought me a cake with a candle and a rose and a card and a crown. And I'm feeling like a queen right now. Wait, I love my birthday.
You're the queen of Blabberland.
Wow, wait. Okay, should I make a wish?
Yeah, make a wish. Oh, the crown fell.
What's that thing? Tiaras may fall, but queens,
May rise.
they rise.
New quote. Yay!
What a sweet little gift. Will got me a whole thing. Oh my God, I love face masks. This is crazy because I brought you something.
What did you bring?
I'm in my year of luxury.
Yes.
And that doesn't necessarily mean like materialism.
Okay.
I'm into like self-care, like
Yeah.
treat yourself.
Totally.
All I wanted for my birthday was I wanted to wake up in a robe with room service. That's all I wanted.
Obsessed.
Thank God I got a little staycation at the Manor in Soho.
Love.
Came for this to work for this 1 hour to record this, and then I'm going back.
Love.
But I brought you,
What did you bring me?
live in luxury together, a robe.
Wait, I'm obsessed.
I think there's only a size medium.
I'm large and in charge.
You're so sweet.
So I hope you enjoyed the card.
You get a raise.
I actually wrote in the card. Can I get a raise?
I love my birthday. I love attention and I love cake. What's to complain about? And Will's birthday's next week. So
Yes.
it's going to be a double feature birthday episode.
A double
and now I'm
feature.
going to have to top this.
I know. What are you going to do?
I have some ideas.
This is crazy. Max is returning to the name it originally had back in 2020, the streaming service for all those at home. Max is now going to be back to HBO Max. This literally was just announced today, so it'll be a little old news by Saturday, but it's absolutely bonkers.
Regretting your decision and turning around on something that you said.
Yeah.
Which I kind of respect. They kind of are like, oh, we forked up and we actually hate this.
Yes. And there's people who've made decisions to change names and no one's getting the hint. For example, like Twitter.
Wait, I saw a tweet. I think it was from the Max account.
Okay.
That was like, or X your move.
X your move. Oh, that's so
But
funny.
here's the thing about HBO Max, whatever, and Twitter, is I was never calling it Max. I was still calling it HBO Max.
That's what I mean. I think Elon Musk would take a no. Exactly.
The CEO said, no consumer today is saying they want more content, but most consumers are saying they want better content. Okay, what does that have to do with you changing your name? We believe HBO Max far better represents our current consumer proposition. Yeah, because that was your forking name.
That was the
like,
name.
why did you change your mind?
They knew their brand.
Did they though? Because they had a moment where they were like, let's shorten. The kids these days want shorter, faster. And they're like, actually, no, they don't. I like how we're being funny. They tweeted Ross from Friends saying we were on a break. And they tweeted the picture of all like the Supermans pointing at each other.
Yep.
Saying all the different names.
At the time, I was actually working still at Peacock. And
When they changed the name.
When HBO Max changed the name. And they did tweet something very funny.
What did it say?
Peacock was like, we're not going to drop our first
Oh,
three
because it would be
letters.
just cock.
It would just be cock. Go Cox.
Congrats to HBO Max for realizing who you really were. Well, obviously we live in New York City, and all anyone's talking about in New York is that the Knicks won their game.
Which I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not like
whatever.
really into sports, and I know that's like a pick-me thing to
Yes,
say.
yep.
It's not for me, respect. But I'm all for a Knicks win.
It is cool to see the city being like,
Yeah, it's
like
cool.
everyone collectively come together. But other than that, I don't.
And I'm
like
into the memeing of it all.
There's a bunch of celebrities who are all going to the games.
The most recent game, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet were sat courtside, very a la How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But even crazier is that Kylie reunited with Jordan Woods, her old best friend, because Jordan Woods is dating a Knicks player.
Oh.
And for those of you who don't know the lore with Jordan and Kylie, first of all, climb out from that rock you're under. You know what happened.
Oh yeah.
Years ago,
Tristan allegedly cheated on Chloe with
Kylie's
Jordan.
sister,
Yep.
with Jordan.
And it was this whole debacle.
Scandal that like broke the family.
Because Jordan and Kylie were besties at the time, and Jordan kept it so quiet.
Celebrities sitting courtside at a sports game is very chic.
Yeah.
It's also a very PR-y moment.
Yeah.
Like, I think obviously Kylie wanted to go because Timmy is a Knicks fan. Obviously, he
Sure.
missed the Met Gala because he had to watch the Knicks game.
Well, it's, I think, a very easy way to be like, I'm one with the people, but like be glamorous and luxurious and get your photo taken. And like you said, a really good PR move.
Who are other funny celebrities who sat courtside?
The Adele meme, remember like how she's like,
She was
like,
mad
yeah,
that they were filming her.
Really? Oh, she was.
The story was they asked her, can we film you? And she said no. And then they did it anyway. So that's why she was like,
Oh yeah, she's like looking around, pretending not interested, and it's become such a everyone
viral
uses it for. I mean, I'm sure we've even used it once or twice.
well, you know, I have lore with Adele.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you haven't shared.
I
With the
can't believe I
Blabbers.
haven't shared with the Blabbers my lore with Adele because it's so true to my identity and literally why I'm here and have this job.
That could be your butterfly
That is my
effect.
butterfly effect. If I had never bought Adele tickets, I would never be. We never have this podcast.
Yeah.
So when I was in college, I loved Adele.
You're obsessed.
Obsessed.
Like
Loved
how
her.
I'm obsessed with Gaga and Charlie.
I tried to get tickets to see her in New York City. Bought them on Craigslist. Drove down to New
Bad
York City
idea.
with
Bad
my
idea.
friends. Turns out they were fake tickets. Courtney from Craigslist. I'm coming for you. If I ever see you again.
I gotta be real. You buying tickets from Craigslist, girl?
Then I tried to see her a bunch of other times. I tried to see her in Washington, D.C., was stuck in traffic, missed the show.
You missed the show. Okay.
Then Adele has a show in London the same weekend I have a wedding in Ireland.
That's perfect, right? I forgot about this.
But these were cheap tickets. These were $150.
Oh.
And these weren't your average tickets. These were Golden Circle tickets. So basically a Golden Circle is there's a whole stadium and then there's the standing room and then there's a golden circle around the stage. And I was in the Golden Circle. And Adele is notorious for like bringing people on stage at her concert.
Maybe you would be taken up.
Obviously. I was like, hey, Mom, by the way, we need to go to London before we go to Ireland on our way there. And she was like, what? And then I like did that. She loves Beyonce, Adele does.
Right.
So I purchased a Beyonce fathead cardboard cutout.
Wow.
And I make shirts that say, I love Adele like Adele loves Beyonce. And I made a shirt for my brother that says, my sister loves Adele like Adele loves Beyonce. And then I made a shirt for Adele that said, I am Adele and I love Beyonce. And then I made a shirt for her son that said, my mom loves Beyonce.
My mom.
And I was going to hold them up and be like, I got these shirts. And like go on stage,
That
whatever.
would really work well.
We fly to London. She cancels our show. And to cry. I'm actually depressed.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, we're in London. We have to seize the day. I call an Uber
Yeah.
to leave the second after Adele cancels. My Uber driver's name? Adele. Adeel. Adele. Cancel the Uber.
Yep.
Fast forward, my mom gets me tickets for Christmas as a surprise to her Vegas residency, which she announced like 5 years later.
And you were like crying,
This is a building. Then my brother and I fly to Vegas for her show.
which is so.
Again with the same original shirts. I
Yeah.
bring the same shirts that I've held on for 7 years at that point.
Well.
She canceled her show again.
Yep.
So
Staged.
I'm like, you have to be kidding me. I've tried to see this woman how many times and she keeps canceling. So then I make a TikTok about this whole saga, about Adele, and it goes viral.
Yeah,
Like, I know
mega.
people are like, it went viral. No, this was like my 15 seconds
And
of
it's like
fame.
25 million views right now.
I was on the news.
Eleni Sabrakis has been trying to see Adele in concert for years.
An Adele superfan who became a hit on TikTok. She created a video of the grueling obstacles that she's faced trying to see Adele in concert since at least 2016.
It was my 15 seconds of fame. It got me 90,000 followers on TikTok, and it's why I still have those followers. And then that's why I started making videos and then got this job here.
Right.
The point is that Adele saw the video. She had like her store still open. And when it tell you there was a line of people for the store, and every single girl in line was like, Adele girl. And it was like my own fan meet and greet. Whoever tells you being famous isn't fun is a liar. Her assistant was there and was like, yo, the Adele girl, someone wants to talk to you. And they like hand me the phone and it's Adele.
Huge surprise when Adele FaceTimed her in Vegas.
I just want to get a glass of wine with you. Forget the concept. Let's get drunk. Oh my God, I just FaceTimed Adele.
Then her team reached out to me and they flew me to LA for like a really private screening of her music video. It was like really intimate.
Yeah.
And I met her. I
You
blacked
took a
out.
photo with
took
her.
a photo with her. And
you
I was
talked
like,
to her. You
I was like, I
blabbed
love
with
you.
Adele.
And then they also flew me to her. She redid the show.
Right.
And I went and it was like the best night of my life.
I like friends with Adele a little
Yeah,
bit.
basically I have her assistant's email.
You just went from I have her number to assistant's email. I watched that.
That is pretty close. That is pretty close. And that's my
Okay,
Adele
right.
story.
Speaking of star-studded and being stars, right now the Cannes, you
Cannes.
believe it? Cannes Festival.
Cannes Film Festival.
Producer Megan, it's Cannes. It's Cannes.
Who calls it Con?
A superstar studded. They're going on their 78th year right now. It's happening this week, right after the conclave. So a lot of stuff.
Oh my God, wow. Speaking of the conclave, hello, new Pope.
He's not going to the Cannes though. Cannes.
Yeah, I think he's very busy being the Pope.
He's on orientation week right now. The Cannes
Back to
Fest-
Cannes.
It's a major European festival that's going on for films. It's like the precursor film festival to the Oscars and what's going to be really big the rest of the year.
Yeah, what's like the point of it? Like, I don't really know much about it other than the celebrities go.
This is like a sneak preview. You get to watch the films, but it's like a teaser to like what films are going to be big.
Are they like up and coming films or like?
Like one of the films I know that people are really excited for, it's Die My Love, starring Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson.
Wait, that's gonna be really good. Another Wes Anderson film.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson directorial debut.
That's pretty cool.
Kristen Stewart directorial debut.
Kristen Stewart
Whoa,
and Robert Pattinson are
I-
going to be there.
Whoa.
I want them to like kiss.
I forgot about them. I don't think so. I think that he's married and has a baby with another woman and she's a lesbian. I'm excited for the outfits, obviously.
That might be something that we might post.
Speaking of the outfits, though, did you see they made a rule about the
Yes.
outfits? About
Like,
no revealing?
No, you can't be like showing your nipple.
Which, that's kind of crazy because, one, it's like Europe.
Isn't Europe like topless all the time?
Yeah, everyone in Europe just walks around nude.
Producer
it's like
Megan.
pretty normal.
Producer
No?
Megan is shaking her head. No.
Well, Bella Hadid last year had a dress that was like really revealing, like nipple out.
Yeah.
And then literally immediately after they released this rule, no promiscuity. So I wonder if
Yeah.
it's kind of like oh wait, we got to stop the nipples. I don't want to get into talking about policing what she's wearing.
No.
Who cares?
I think it's fun.
If you flaunt it, got it, I guess.
The security sometimes each year. Remember Kelly Rowland last year was like
The security was
shooed
crazy.
off- the security woman, she was not doing it just to Kelly Rowland. She did it to a few people where she was like pushing and like telling the people to get off the
Yeah.
red carpet stairs. What is going on with this festival?
What is going on with cons? Cons used to be something, and now no nipples and rudeness.
You're-
What is this, America?
Nobody wants to have
Not
fun
fun
anymore.
Wait, should we do our face mask before we start? Why is this trending?
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my god.
my God.
For those at home, mine is an animal face mask. with
Mine's
the-
a unicorn.
Should I do the tiger?
Don't be getting shit on the
I'm
couch
not. I'll get
because
it on the
Shannon's already
robe.
mad at
I'll
you
get
for
it.
the last time that you pooped on it.
For the record, I did not poop on this couch. It was the Kourtney Kardashian crumble cookie that was brown. Oh my god, I'm fingering it. I'm so sorry. These are like basic flavors, like Kardashians, really.
How's my crown look?
Can you help me put mine on? I've never done this before.
So you open it up and then you put it on your face.
Eleni, I literally.
Jesus, Will. I'm like, Kim, stop taking pictures of yourself. No, this is so you. You're such a little tiger.
I
I
look
look insane.
Oh my god.
I love luxury.
Is this what luxury feels like?
Not materialism, treating yourself.
If this is what luxury feels like, I don't know if I want it on that.
This is like maybe my best birthday ever.
For those listening,
We just put face mask on.
Eleni and I just put face masks
I
on.
really think if you're a listener, you should turn on the video today because there's a lot to see here.
There was a lot. There
We're
was-
in robes, I'm in a crown, and there's stuff in my eye.
There was a birthday song. And right now I'm in a cheetah
I think it's a tiger.
tiger.
I'm a unicorn.
We're going into our next segment.
Why is this trending?
Why the hell is this trending?
And no, it's not face masks.
It's called Labubu.
You're going to have to explain this to me because I don't know what it is. It's a Gen Z thing.
This is basically like of this flushy, furry keychain.
A Labubu?
A Labubu. I think it originates from Asia.
I can't keep up with these kids.
Popularized by one of the most famous K-pop singers, I believe, Lisa.
Love Lisa from the White
She's
Lotus.
helping bring e-commerce to the Labubu.
Not just Gen Z, but I think people love a trinket. I love a
Yes.
trinket.
I think this
Are you a
is-
trinket girl?
Eleni, I think I'm a trinket girl.
I don't think you are.
I used to steal trinkets when I was a child.
Let me ask you something. You see a mini shopping cart at a store.
yeah.
Do you buy it?
Well,
Nope, you're not a trinket girl.
Well,
you see a tiny little umbrella. A trinket girl purchases a trinket when
no
they have
reason.
no use for it whatsoever, just for it being a trinket.
well, that's what I mean. I used to steal as a child. I used to steal Blue's Clues stickers. Would
Stores?
Stores. I was getting caught by my parents. I
Yeah.
wasn't good at hiding it.
Wow, Catholic school's doing nothing.
No, literally, it wasn't helping me at all.
He's gay and a thief.
Grindr
That's actually
profile.
probably why you in your adult life love to steal cups from
I
restaurants.
love stealing cups from restaurants.
Will's entire cabinet is stolen cups. I went over there
Yep.
once for a drink.
I'm stealing Moscow Mule cups. I'm stealing Stella cups. I'm stealing.
You're not a trinket girl. You're a
mean,
cup
I'm
stealing
just
girl.
a thief. I'm a gay and a klepto. And
He's a gay klepto.
is there a subgenre for dating for that?
Gay men who love to steal. All right, back to the
So
Labubus.
Labubus.
They are in such high demand that people are having their Labubus stolen off their bag.
I wanted to bring that up.
Okay, apparently you can get a Labubu doll protector.
Yes.
We've lost the plot. Who's stealing it, Will? If you've seen this man stealing your Labubus,
I'm gonna be wearing
he's right
the
here.
same exact face mask. I think it's gonna be a fad. What other fads do you think of when you think of like Labubu?
Well, I was a Webkins girl.
Me too. They're relaunching.
Also, silly bands.
Those were kind of like a sign of luxury.
Well, yeah, that's how you knew who the rich kids were, who had the most silly bands.
And the newer silly
And they
bands.
had a full arm sleeve of silly bands.
Yep, and they
Remember
were-
the I Love Boobies bracelets?
I had one that said "I love testes."
Oh, that's cute.
I know. I think it was because I was gay, but
yeah,
you know,
or
my-
because you do love testes currently.
that was also a crazy trend.
Did you ever do wacky packs?
What the hell is that?
This is so niche, and I guess it was just a thing that I collected.
Mm.
But they were like sticker cards that you would get randomly, but
Mm.
they were like spoofs of brands.
Mm-hmm.
So like instead of like Fanta, it'd be Phantom. They were like
Sure.
satire things. I loved them so much that I literally was a wacky pack for Halloween. Like,
Oh my
talk
God.
about niche jokes. And then people online would like sell special ones, and then I collected them so hard that my mom framed them all.
Aw. We're going to jump into a segment called Shut Up and Listen, sponsored by our friends at First Response, the pregnancy test brand that is there for you no matter where you are on your journey. We're opening the floor to you to spill your most chaotic, frustrating, or straight up disastrous life moments. And we'll do our best to spin them into something good, something positive. Because sometimes you need to find the positive in the negative. So sit back, shut up, and listen to us blab.
Today I had a meeting with my boss over Zoom, and when we ended the call, I said, "I love you, bye." That's really funny.
How did it go?
And abruptly hung up. I would do the same thing.
Yep.
Can I turn this negative into a positive?
It kind of reminds me of when Emma Chamberlain and Jack Harlow
She
at the
said,
Met
"Love you,
Gala,
bye."
like he says like I love you, or she says I love you, right?
She says, "Love you, bye," and he said, "Love you," and she was
But
like,
what did I just do?
"Yeah." I think though, if your boss said "love you" back, though, that would be an HR violation.
Sure.
So I
yeah.
think right call to hang up. This though reminds me of a story of the time that you
Oh my
said something
God.
accidentally to someone on a Zoom call.
It was at a previous company, and basically I'd gone through like a whole deck. It was like I did really well, and my boss was like, "Okay, great. Like I'll send you some edits to work on," and I'm like, "Okay." This ends the meeting. Like, bye, bitch, talk to you later. And I
On the meeting to
on
the boss.
to my boss, but it came off so effortlessly because it was like a term of endearment. It was like, "Bye, girl." Like
She's like, the Gen Z coworker just called me a
yeah. It's like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And I immediately apologized. I like messaged her and she's like, haha, you know, it's fine. I thought it was a joke, but like good it happened to me and no one else.
I would be like, bye, bitch. That is me on calls with Will.
Right.
I'm like, hey, bitch. And we work at a place called
Called
Betches.
Betches.
I could be like, I called him a bitch.
The positive thing here is that you didn't say that.
And you know what? It's kind of like when you accidentally called your teacher mom.
Yes.
It's
that's
like
exactly
an
what it's like.
accidental thing that happens that I think you just don't mention it. Try to calm that anxiety of like, ick, I just said something so icky.
Yeah.
I feel like what's hardest about that is the reliving it in your head and then being like, that was disgusting.
And spiraling.
The intrusive thought of like it randomly coming in your head one day.
Yeah.
I think you have to just let it go.
I've said I love you to multiple men that don't answer me back. So we've all done it in some
So
capacity.
yeah, we've all say I love you and don't hear it back.
You just said that you like that person basically to an
Yeah.
nth degree.
Maybe
So
you do love your boss.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
that's good that you lied to them and said
yeah.
you love them.
So you're welcome.
Yep, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay, should I read the next one?
Let's.
I went to a large group dinner with friends, and okay, good for you, you have friends. And we split the bill 4 ways, leaving me to put down my card for myself and another friend. I sent her a Venmo request for the money days ago, and she still hasn't sent the money. Even after I sent a few reminders, she has even since sent money to other people. Tell me there was something positive in all of this.
Rough.
Don't ever put your card down.
First of all, everyone has a friend who doesn't Venmo back.
Yeah.
Non-Venmo back friends are annoying.
Ditch them.
But actually, this reminds me, I had my birthday party this past weekend.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. I put the card down for the dinner because I just like didn't want to do that there. You know,
Yeah, you're like,
it's
"Let me
awkward.
I invited you here.
It was an expensive bill, and I obviously want to Venmo people, but I feel bad.
When we're all adults, right?
I know. I have Venmo anxiety.
Venmo anxiety is real.
I'm like, I think it gets to a point where you need to text the person because you know when you send a Venmo reminder and it doesn't let you remind them again.
I
Also,
know.
fix that feature of Venmo.
Venmo, you need to
I
fix
want to be
that.
able to be like remind.
I want it to be like, pay your friend back.
Yeah. It
That's
should
the
be.
reminder
Wait,
should
they
be.
should make it funnier reminders.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm broke.
Yeah, like, mind you, this is going to destroy me financially.
Yeah,
if you
I
do-
will never financially
Actually
recover
from
from this
this.
birthday dinner.
You know what? You might have just gotten a free meal in the future that they owe you on.
True. Invite them to dinner.
Yes.
Be like, hey, I miss you so much. Let's catch up. And then when the bill comes, be like,
Be
well,
like,
you got
"Oh,
this one, right? Because
you got this because I paid you and you never Venmoed me
Yeah.
back."
Be a little passive aggressive about it.
So that's actually fun too. That's kind of like girl math where you're
Yeah.
like, I just got a free dinner.
Decide if you want to be friends with this person.
Really good
anymore.
point. Make sure before you decide to stop being friends with them, make sure you get that free dinner first.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
You are
Positive-
so welcome.
Yeah.
That was great advice.
I think it was too.
All right, well, thanks again to First Response for sponsoring this episode and helping us find the positive and the negative. We hope we helped you find a little bit of laughter in your latest disaster. Keep the texts coming. We'll be back next week, ready to find the bright side of your hot mess.
Oh my gosh, I think we have another hit of an episode on us.
Honestly, a great birthday episode and a
Yeah.
great birthday episode next week because it'll be Will's
It'll be
birthday.
my
And now
birthday.
I'm going to have to come up with something for you.
Do you feel like you've had a really good birthday?
This has actually been one of my best birthdays. I'm feeling very
Good.
loved. I'm feeling
Good.
very happy. I'm feeling very luxurious.
Yes.
And I'm going to go back to my hotel immediately.
That's kind of nice. Oh, it's like you Uber Black card.
I'm
from
literally
the
calling my
hotel.
Uber to the Manor Soho as we speak.
So you can follow Eleni at.
Eleni Sabrakis.
You can follow me at Will Ozer.
You can follow us at Betches.
Make sure to subscribe to the Betches YouTube so you never miss an episode of us blabbing. Or if you just like listening to podcasts, you can find us on Spotify.
Thanks for blabbing with us.